Welcome to the Swamp, home of the Florida Gators, and we've long been told it is here that only the Gators get out alive. A Big Ten showdown is coming, conference implications aplenty that could resonate for the rest of the season. As we'll see, the Arkansas Razorbacks taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Florida Gators. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Razorbacks will get us underway with the opening kickoff. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. The Gators offense will have the first possession of the game. And this big fella can beat you in a number of different ways in the passing game, David.
Yeah, so much fun to have a guy that I can rely on, that can beat guys over the middle of the field, that can beat man-to-man coverage. This guy's the ultimate weapon.
And I love that this guy has an awesome catch radius. You don't have to be perfect as a quarterback when you throw to him. He can make you look good.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Shows him the stiff arm. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. And the Gators will hustle to the line, trying to pick it up on the ground. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. Here's his offense with a fresh set of downs. He lets it fly. And it falls incomplete, but that could have been disastrous. The defender was right there. And now on second down for this offense. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. A third and long coming up here. From the gun, wants to pass. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Well, the offense looks as if they fell on the fumble, and they'll keep the ball. The Gators will bring the punt team onto the field. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. So the Arkansas Razorbacks offense will have its first possession of the game. One way to mitigate the explosive capabilities he has on the outside is be physical with him, and this dude will do that.
He will do that, and you don't see a lot of offenses take the top off this D because of this guy roaming around in the middle of the field. He is a true center fielder, so this receiver's going to have to make plays.
And the pressure gets there, and down he goes at the 18.
This defense has the ability to get pressure on the QB from the edge. And I don't necessarily mean from defensive ends, but from the outside linebackers. These guys get in their sprinter stances, and they come off the ball. That outside linebacker showed you his speed right there.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
This crowd, full throat, spinning the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Grabbed in the backfield, it's Vaughn. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. And the Razorbacks will try to pin them back with the punt. Looking for a block. It's Karapateas. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. The Gators sending the offense back to work. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front.
Just plowing ahead. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Line gets set, first down. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Here he goes, breaking the pocket. Firing to the right, complete. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
Guys at the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And he'll pick up the first down after a tough run there. The Gators want to crank the tempo. And the boys of old Florida are getting it done on the ground.
And you've seen time periods in history in Florida where they didn't care about the run. Spurrier, just throw it. Yeah, Jesse, throw it again. Yeah, throw it again. Just chuck it around. But I like when they commit to the ground game, have some success to create some balance.
The incomplete pass leaves him with second down. He's looking to throw. Turns it loose. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's thrown to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
On third and long, he has to throw for it. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
Tell you what, I don't know if the offense was expecting man coverage that time. Third and long in field goal range, you're expecting it to be zone. Instead, they lock them up man-to-man, everybody on an island, everybody won. They get the incompletion, now setting up fourth.
They're trying to get to it. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Man, aggressive play calls. Everybody wants you to be aggressive. They're aggressive. They take their shot. Now they got to live with a little bit of the consequences. They turn the football over on downs. Now their defense has to go out on the field and make some.
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
I think if you're the quarterback moving forward, you need to start thinking about hot routes to your tight ends and to your running backs because of this outside linebacker. He's a guy that has shown the knack to get after the QB. When he comes blitzing, you need to have an outlet throw in your back pocket.
And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. Looking downfield, it's Ward. And he just throws it away. That is not what you're looking for on third down. Fourth down coming up. The Razorbacks decide to punt it away. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Slips through the line. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on fourth down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
He wants to throw here on second down. Got it set up on the outside. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. And the Gators want to move quickly. Handoff from the shotgun. And the defense knew exactly where that first down line was, and they stopped him short. They really have no choice here. This is a no-brainer. You go for it here on this fourth down. Makes the catch past the sticks. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on fourth down. The Gators will have it 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. That's caught. It's Karapateas. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Florida!
And what a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
They'll keep it on the ground. Tried to move that pile forward. He maybe gets 2. He's down at the 21. A third down try for the offense. We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Florida on top. We've put 1 in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. Now facing a third down as they come back to the line after the break. To the air, it's Ward. Fires to the middle. Finds the big tight end. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He's got it on the right. At the 40, there he goes. He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32. This proficiency in the passing game can take you back to yesteryear, one of the great quarterbacks in Arkansas history, in Joe Ferguson.
Yeah, just slinging the pill, just being able to provide balance, being able to attack down the field, get people out of the box, and not be predictable. That's a really good job by this quarterback.
The negative play leaves him with 2nd and 12. He's looking to throw. Lets it fly. Makes the grab. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far, but starting to get things moving, it's 1st and 10. They'll give it to the back. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there.
And as an offensive coordinator, you don't need the perfect play with this guy as your running back. He's going to make the play perfect for you because he makes everybody miss. Spin moves, hurdles, stiff arms, speed, whatever it takes to move the sticks and score touchdowns.
And they try the middle of this stout defense, and they rise to the challenge.
Great team defense on that one play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
And he was able to run through a tackle, and they finally get him, but not until he picks up the first down. And the Razorbacks are threatening on 1st and goal. Use the play fake, now to throw. Zings it complete to the right. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to get him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
You can't hear yourself think on 3rd and goal. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Strong, firm tackle. And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. And this one ought to be nice and easy, a 22-yard attempt. Between the uprights, it's good. After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Gators sending the offense back to work. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much.
Oh, he gets downfield for the big catch. And he's brought down after a huge completion. The Gators racing to the line in the hurry-up. On the move. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
Well, I don't know what the quarterback saw on that last play, but he made a pretty quick decision that he was just going to tuck it and run it, and his offensive coordinator is glad he did. How about the speed by the QB on that play?
Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Catch in the middle. It's Conrad. Strikes first, delivers the punch, and works his way to the 31. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Fires toward the end zone. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
3rd and short in college football today. You see so much more pass than you used to. The offense stays aggressive, and I think they stay aggressive because they know they're in field goal range. They got that 3 in their back pocket.
Let's see what they dial up on this 4th down. Remember, they're 1 for 2 so far in this one. Fighting off the defender. And they'll bring him down, but not before he picks up the first down. And the Gators come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Trying to find his man on first down. And it's intercepted. A turnover for the defense. And he will step out of bounds, but what a play to get the ball back for his offense. They are pinned deep, and this crowd is letting them have it. They'll throw it on first down. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
Yeah, and great job by the linebacker understanding what to do in zone coverage. I drop, I take my steps. When that quarterback's feet get set, my feet get set. I break on the football. Nice break. Way to go break that up and swat it down.
And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup.
Look, it's an offense. We're always going to take completions over incompletions and interceptions. So the offense, they're able to make that third down a little bit more manageable, but honestly, not.
They cough it up inside their 3. How about that alert play from the defense to scoop it up? A loose pigskin in the end zone, and the defense is all over it. A fumble recovery for a touchdown. And the extra point is good, and they have an 11-point lead. They're just about to kick it off after that scoop and score 6. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. Getting late here in the first half, they'll have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And the offensive play caller here has to really be dialed in. It's important down to possession.
Trying to get behind the defense. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on first down.
And I love taking deep shots. I think it makes cornerbacks play honest, safeties play honest, and you could tell just missed a little bit deep on that shot. But listen, those are shots that we want to take because the risk is definitely worth the reward.
He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. New set of downs after that completion. He'll come out throwing on first down. Just a short pass to the tight end. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. Second down coming up. Dropping back, it's Ward. And oh, he was off to the races after the catch, and they finally drag him down. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Looking to go up top on first down. And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. They've already racked up big sack numbers. It's starting to snowball, and they are ready to go again. Lets it fly. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. To the ground with the back. At the 45, on his way. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
And how about this offense? What are you thinking as a defense right now? I'm thinking pass, pass, bringing in guys, making sure I stay deep, playing for the pass, and they run the run right at him. Kind of catch him off guard, get the big yardage, big play, first down for this offense.
He wants to throw. Grabbed in the middle, it's Vaughn.
And a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
And the defense wraps up the first half by taking it to the quarterback and getting the sack. And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Thanks, guys. What a scene there in Gainesville. What a fine college football game we've got. And it's been a clinic in fundamental defensive football. Both teams have been relentless and ball hawking, refusing to give an inch. This is the kind of slugfest that real football fans love. Crushing tackles and dudes flying into gaps and passing lanes. A testament to the discipline both of these teams have shown. And with that, let's send it back to our men in the swamp.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. The Gators will line up to kick off and start the second half. The returner will field it and try to get some field position. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. Down 2 possessions to start this third quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the second half, so now you're down. I got to maximize every single one. Put your best plays together. Start this drive off on a good note.
Yeah, it starts right here. Obviously, you can't get it all back on this drive, but you can create that momentum. You can create something special and some energy, but it's going to start with this offense here executing at a high level.
A run up the middle is stuck for no gain.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. They play that screen nicely. He tried to find his way to the marker, but it'll be 4th down. The Razorbacks will punt this one away. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun.
I never know if it's grammatically correct to say a team is being out-physicaled. You hear it a lot in football, though. That's happening in this game. They are just not getting the push they need all game long up front to have any success when they decide to run it.
Quarterback checking off. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. He made the catch, past the marker, also past the sideline. He's out of bounds. It'll be 4th down. The Gators will call on their punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
8-yard pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and short. Leaves it with the back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And how about the timing of the linebacker on the blitz to get in the backfield and get the tackle for loss?
Is there anything better for a linebacker than to run on a blitz and nobody's home except the back?
Such a great feeling when the Moses parts the Red Sea and the hole opens up and you go fill it.
Got his man down the middle. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. He knew that he was coming. He had to get rid of it in a hurry, and he did so beautifully.
Perfectly. I don't need a big gain. I don't need to hold on to this football because the longer I hold on to it with the blitz coming, the worse things are going to happen. I just need a few yards for the 1st down, get it out of my hand, get the 1st down.
Makes the grab. It's Vaughn. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that 1st down. That last completion sets him up on 2nd down. Wide out in motion. Little touch pass to the receiver. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. Now on second down. He'll try to pop the draw. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And what a great job by the defense getting penetration quickly, forcing the running back to get outside to try to make that thing go wide, which that's what you want as a defense.
And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
Third and long, equals pass almost every single time. Pin your ears back and go get the quarterback. Great job by the defense understanding the situation. Everybody flying upfield, putting pressure. Know the quarterback's going to hold it. Get to him, strip, sack. You get the rock.
Wants to fire on second down. Snagged in the end zone. Touchdown, Gator. They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance. And with the extra point, they're on top by 18. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And he takes this from inside, and the ball pops out. Oh, inviting disaster.
Kick returners usually have to have that home run ability, the ability to take it to the house 100-plus yards. It's also a tough skill because you've got all these guys flying down the field so fast, and sometimes you get a big hit and ball security becomes an issue.
Pulls it and fires to the left. What a weapon these wide receiver screens can be. Not only do you get a convoy blocking, you get dynamic running.
When you do this and you show me the threat of throwing this wide receiver screen, it makes me play defense differently. It makes me have more
pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. And the last thing they need is to squander this great field position facing a third and long. Got him downfield. Touchdown, Florida! And the stomping has commenced. And the extra point gives them a 28-3 lead. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And they finish things up with a dart from 24 yards out. The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Getting deep in the third quarter, minute and a half to go here. The give to the back. Across the 25, he's got room. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down.
When you talk about creating big plays in the running game like this, this makes the game really easy. Actually, when you've got a guy like this that you can hand it to with this much speed and elusiveness, just hard to bring down in the open field, what a big gain for the offense.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. Here they come, facing third and long from the 40. Looking downfield, it's Ward. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up. And the Razorbacks will send out the punt unit. Fourth time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Running it back, it's Ncaa makes a move. And there he goes. He will score. Touchdown, Gator. He did that one all by himself. Make a few guys miss, turn on the afterburners, and boom, everybody's toast.
And that's why you got him back deep, because that guy can do that. You got to be explosive and quick and have good vision, and you see all those things on one punt return. Takes it back to the house, makes people miss, turn it on the gas. Great job, great return.
The kickoff team on the field as they'll send this one away. looking for those open spaces and opportunity. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
Excellent job working through the air. They're finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He's going to pass. Got his man out of the backfield. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. They'll line up for a second down play. He's looking to throw. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
You got to love a defense that just is flying around and having fun. That's what these guys look like, right? All game long, everything has gone their way. And here we are early in the fourth.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. And that ball is hauled in inside the 35.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game. But trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
And he's brought down after a nice game.
I think it's just too little too late, David, at this point. That's a play that they could have used a lot earlier in this game, but because of miscues, they're down by a lot late, and I don't think they're going to have enough time to claw back into this one.
Yeah, and I'm fine with you running that point if you want to do that. My goal now is with this lead, if you want to run it, so be it, but just don't give up the big plays. Let that clock continue to roll. Make him earn it all the way down the field and take a lot of time off that clock.
They're bringing heat. And a little too much adrenaline on that throw never gave his receiver a chance. And the D denied them on second and goal. Trying to bully their way in. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. This offense has been unable to find the end zone all day. Can they do it on third and goal? From the gun, wants to pass. And makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Razorbacks! This game is almost certainly decided already, but the good news is for the next game, guys still flying around, still playing hard, not really hanging their heads.
Long season. This is early in the season. Still got plenty of time. Still find out which plays you like, which you don't, and keep running them, keep getting better at them. So use this as practice.
Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. The Gators sending the offense back to work. There have been few obstacles for this offense as they are starting to pull away here in the second half, Jesse.
And this has been a dream game for this play caller, too, right? It's like anything that he's calling is working flawlessly.
Yeah, it's fun to be the offensive coordinator, but not the defensive coordinator. They have had no answers. It's been an absolutely miserable day trying to solve the riddle of this offense.
They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. Love to see these third down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line.
This is a top 25 offense in college football, and I like what they do. They can run the football on third downs when they need to. They show you right there. They've got some balance to them. They really know who they are. They have a good identity, and that's why they've been so successful this season.
Handoff from the gun. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Tried to pound it on first down. Now back to the line. Motion from the offense. Quick pass on the jet motion. And he's brought to the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down.
I just love the play call. You're getting a fast player out in the open field, and it's enough to get you a first down.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite content just to drain the rest of the time away. Fires to the middle. Tip ball, put it up for grabs, and I thought he had it, but somehow it slithered through his fingers.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
Puts him in the spin cycle. Got a lot of running room. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line. And the Gators headed quickly to the line. Back to the air one more time. Feeling some heat. He's going to take off. This senior quarterback moving the chains and picking up a first down for his team. The Gators come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
That's a play the defense needed, right? It's been a battle all game long. Here we are. It's late. Everybody's tired. They've given up a few yards.
And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. The offense somehow fell on it, and they'll retain possession. Timeout called by the offense. Clock stopped with 21 seconds left. And we might as well state the obvious. First and second down didn't work out. Third and very long. Looking for the end zone. And give him another 6. Grabs it for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile in.
Let's see what he can do with the return. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. The offense set for a first down play. Looking to move it through the air. He finds a soft spot in the middle. Well, this one had all the suspense of a bug hurtling his way toward a windshield, and they did splatter them, an absolutely dominating